Welcome back everybody for our deciding game here at the MDL Macau qualifier between TNC versus Mineski. I'm Hades, and with me my wonderful friend D2 Bowie. Are you ready for game 3?
Oh, super ready.
TNC.
Alright, now we see the Night Stalker being banned, and again, Mineski has their pesky ogre.
Yeah, this is something they've gone back to on occasion, but the Vengeful Spirit this time was a first phase ban. It's interesting that Mineski still pick it up. And this time, you know, the jabs Tiny didn't work out, so it goes to show that pause for Tiny, you know, not that invincible, not that OP. But how would TNC open up the draft? Io pick one more time. Okay.
Quite similar opener, right? With the exception of Night Stalker being the first pick they went for last time.
That was very, very fast. And it seems like, you know, if you have a winning strategy, why bother changing it? Right? If anything, it's Mineski who have to figure out how to play against it.
5 seconds
and
remaining.
You know, 1437 played a mean Spirit Breaker, charging here all at the same time. You know, despite not having many ganks in the first few minutes at least, he still had great impact towards the end.
Yeah, I was quite surprised. Usually, you feel like Spirit Breaker is not that good if you don't snowball early on. But the charge proved to be very, very good, especially against Cop. We saw that Aegis play where he charged another lane. It's always something that Spirit Breaker offers that a lot of other heroes don't. Way to deal with slippery heroes, even when you can't actually target them. As you mentioned, the Ogre being picked even though Venge was banned, I feel like in that draft, they had Tidehunter Tinker, so it feels to me Mineski doesn't really care about like buffing their, like it's fine if you have a hero that can make use of Bloodlust, but they want this buffed Ogre that just annoys everyone in the early game. And they go for the Tinker straight away, huh?
Into Io, that's interesting because they're, you know, relocate, you can still summon deal Tinker across the map at crucial times. And I mean, the second pick the Tinker, this is very risky. I don't know. I'm not sure about you, Bowie, but I'm not a fan of Tinker pick too early on. It feels very hard to play as the Tinker.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, I said the same thing in game 1, but Mineski played so well around the Tinker, so maybe they know what they're doing here. At the same time, even though Tinker can be weak against Io, Tinker can also burst Io quite easily. So that's something to remember as well. But he's against Spirit Breaker this game, and he was not against Spirit Breaker game 1. That can change as well.
I mean, to mention as
they
well,
didn't have Spirit Breaker game 1, right? It was...
Yeah.
It was... I don't remember their scores.
10 seconds remaining.
But Spirit Breaker does pretty decent against Tinker during the laning phase. You know, Tinker doesn't have an escape mechanism which he can use during the lanes, and when he's still building up to BOTs, he still can be quite vulnerable even before he builds into a blink. But you know, TNC, like you said, they're a bit afraid. The last time you said Ogre and Tide in Mineski won game 1, but Tidehunter pick coming out, and I said Tidehunter ban coming out, so they're afraid of it for good reason as well, of course.
Yeah, it's just such a... when you have Tidehunter Tinker, you can push so well. You usually don't think of Tidehunter as a pushing hero, but when you have March behind the Tidehunter, it's so hard to contest the push. Even though you're doing it slowly, it's also pretty... There's no risks involved. It's so good. And now we're gonna see the last ban coming from TNC here. They had Tidehunter, Venge, Ogre, Tinker, and what was the offlane that game? I'm sorry, what was the other support?
For game 2 or game 1?
Game 1, because we saw TNC banning all the draft.
Oh, that was a tiny offlane.
Oh, it was Lifestealer.
Lifestealer?
It was the Lifestealer.
Oh, you mean talking about the carry? Okay, yeah.
They had Lifestealer for Mineski, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they did the same thing. They actually banned a lot of heroes from the draft, from the ideas they think that Mineski is going for.
10 seconds
Quite
remaining.
fascinating.
I was thinking about something, because you know how we mentioned in the previous game that Ice
remaining.
Timbersaw was the counter to the illusions. What if this game, if Moon gets a very good start, Nana, if he gets a very good start, he can actually snowball into an Axe real quick. Tinker against illusions, you know, he is the counter, so I can see why they would consider picking that up very quick into Io. And
Okay.
I mean, I also want to point out
I agree.
that, against Mineski, it goes to show, even in the C region, everyone's been talking about how how Mineski is the powerhouse of C at the moment. But when you have teams like Fnatic and TNC, they're proving that this is not the case, as we are seeing Game 3. And TNC could very well take this after what we saw in the previous game.
Yeah, especially now with the Nyx, another hero that makes it quite hard for Tinker to do his thing.
10 seconds.
But maybe the Tinker is a bait. They're baiting a lot of Tinker
5
counters, and they
seconds
go for
remaining.
something completely different now. I think that makes use of the Ogre.
I totally agree with you there. I feel that, because there's got to be a good reason why you pick up the Tinker like that. And I was going to suggest the Nyx Assassin ban. You can mess around with the Tinker as well. You can break so many trees really easily with the IO. And before he gets Blink, Spirit Breaking and Charge, getting good vision across the map. But Sam H. Nyx Assassin is not something we have seen in the past few weeks, which has been played by him. And this is not a hero which has been contested as well.
Disruptor.
But okay, Disruptor pick coming out. Pretty
good.
stable. And I just thought about
Like you can just Static Storm whenever IO relocates. There's also Glimpse Spirit Breaker, deals with those heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
Is it any reason? Do you think it's crazy
5
that I actually
seconds
feel they might
remaining.
even consider putting Tinker into the safe lane and giving like Mushi something else mid? Like, Medusa is still in the pool, and Medusa has been a very hot win rate hero for the side of TNC.
I could see that happening, but I feel like when you have Ogre, Ogre is probably gonna dual lane with Tinker, like we saw the other. So I feel like Tinker won't have many problems in the laning. It's gonna be like the mid-game fights that really would determine whether Mineski pull the Tinker strat offer. Because you're gonna have Nyx just using Carapace in the
10
March, you're
seconds
gonna have
remaining.
I relocating trying to kill him. I feel like the laning phase would be fine. Tinker is actually
5
pretty decent,
seconds remaining.
especially with the babysit
Mm-hmm.
coming from Ogre. And they went for the Terrorblade again, huh? Pretty... I like it this game.
They do like their Terrorblade quite a fair bit, and for good reason, because both Cuckoo and Raven, they both can play that hero. So at the same time, Tinker still offers quite a lot to deal with this Terrorblade Illusions. It's one of the heroes who can help defend the push by himself as well, with that global farming presence. Pretty much suits Mineski's game style, because they like to group up early, take the early objectives.
TNC's turn
Tinker,
to bat.
giving them that option. And okay, Sven coming out.
I really like this one.
Okay, why do you like the Sven? Is it because the cleave alone, or what else is there?
I mean, it's a carry that synergizes with Ogre in way more than Venge, in my opinion. At the same
10
time,
seconds
Sven really uses kinetic field
5 seconds
very well.
remaining.
Like, gonna trap everyone there, just gonna cleave. It's already a good matchup against the Terrorblade. So I'm quite happy they went with the Sven here. They don't pick Sven all that often. But I feel like it's a great pick. He probably gonna have to rush BKB though, because there's Assassin and Spirit Breaker, a lot of control for him.
I mean,
But I feel like it's a good pick.
Yeah, I mean, most recently, they actually have picked up Sven quite a number of times. It's not like... Because I agree with you, this was a hero which wasn't picked up often, but most recently, at least in C, they picked up Sven at least 3 times in the past few series they played, I think. Yeah, at least 3 times.
Oh,
So, Mineski now actually leaving out the Ice hero last. And TNC are going to think very hard how they want to ban out against this. I mean, what Ice hero can they still pick up? They can always go back into the Tiny offlane. Visage offlane could be a
Dire
thing as well.
team ban.
Yeah, I was thinking about even the Winter.
Magnus.
Can be
Oh yeah, that's
a
true.
bad hero. The Winter Wyvern,
Mhm.
like you just explode the IO, you just hold the Nyx. So that they only have one ban. I feel like it's gonna be one of
10
the
seconds
two.
remaining.
Maybe Tusk. He plays Tusk offlane as well, right?
Yes, he does, but it's
5
very rare.
seconds
But it's already
remaining.
been banned out, I believe. Yeah, first phase banned by Mineski. And
Oh yeah, that's
okay, so one thing that could go is the Void, but I don't think Void would be too good here. It doesn't synergize as well with Sven, even though it does okay with Disruptor. Could benefit from Ogre Magi.
I do like the Void actually. I do like the Void because you can fight in 2 different areas. So you isolate whatever hero you want and you initiate with Sen.
Okay.
I feel like the 3 heroes are pretty good. Void. It depends on how they want to play, but Void, Visage, Winter. They have 2. Dude, Winter is pretty good here. They have a
10
melee
seconds
support, so
remaining.
it's quite hard for them to zone that Winter. They actually can't. So
5 seconds
it will be
remaining.
fun. Not sure if what's Mineski.
TNC's turn
Let's see.
to pick.
Brewmaster.
Nice. That's cool as well.
Yeah, this hero has been quite strong, and not to mention when Ice Ice, you know, he builds into Radiant on it. They actually get this hero to... They can get pretty good items on it late game. They can go for mid game as well. Plenty of ways. And you know Ice Ice, you know, he's basically a
10
master of
seconds
micro. You've seen
remaining.
his Nature's Prophet, you've seen his Bird Mother, and basically anything which is
5
micro, right?
seconds
So
remaining.
together with the Brewlings, I think this
Yeah.
could be very fun.
There's a lot of potential here because not only you can dispel the illusions with the blue one, you can also cyclone whatever target the IO wants to relocate. There's a lot of plays, and they go for the Zeus. Nice. A lot of ways to find a Tinker,
Cuckoo Zeus. Okay,
especially with the eggs now.
yeah, and especially with this hero, like you said, the eggs. Nimbus is a Tinker's nightmare. Like, I'm not even kidding. It is the ultimate nightmare. I hate Nimbus. And you look at Mineski's heroes, these guys have very bad heroes to deal with Nimbus. I mean, you have ranged heroes who can do very minimal right-click, like Disruptor and Tinker. What are you going to do against Nimbus? He just lays it out. And if you try to go on it, you're going to meet stuns, you're going to meet like the Spirit Breaker charge, all that. Yeah, I can see the Zeus. I can see why this is the Zeus game.
Again, we see kind of a hard lane for Raven. Like Brewmaster deals pretty well with those low base damage heroes. They're gonna miss a lot of right clicks. So I'm curious to see how they're gonna lane this. How they're gonna deal with the Brewmaster. They're gonna try to maybe go aggro against this Sven. That's always a good idea. Sven is a hero that struggles quite a lot until level 6. You don't want to give him a free lane so that he can just snowball. He farms faster than a Terrorblade most of the time. But they're sending Raven bottom, so maybe they're predicting an aggro try coming from Mineski.
Could be, because if you look at Mushi's items, he's gone for a Salve and Tangos. This does indicate an aggro tri lane, and you know, like I said, they like to put some level of emphasis at least on Ice getting a quick level 6, because they know that if he gets a quick level 6, they can take a lot of very, very heavily commitment fights with Primal Split. So we'll see where this goes. Raven already breaking the smoke.
Oh, he's gonna break the...
Oh, they found him!
Oh no, Raven, no!
Not like this! And the Raven will be shot down. First blood going to Jabs, however. And they ping out, say bing, 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 bing. Everyone knows the entire Mineski is here. Raven, well, I can't say nothing of value was lost, but... Okay, you know, first blood going to Jabs. He can buy boots.
Yeah, that's pretty good for him. It's gonna be... let's see if they can at least get... It's gonna be a 2-for-2 bounty trade, so it's not so much value out for Mineski, but I mean, you don't want to be first blooded as a...
For sure, it's not a good feeling.
That.
Alright, so are they gonna try? Nah, they're too far away to get the bounty rune. But anyways, Mushi will be heading back to the top lane. Now he just wants to be able to stay in lane a lot longer. And... Alright, so who are you rooting for this game? I know you've been rooting for Mineski since game 1, but I have to ask again, would you favor the Mineski draft or TNC draft more?
I mean, if you're talking draft, I'm gonna favor Mineski because it feels like they go for these Tinker picks and they're like, oh man, Tinker's gonna struggle. But Tinker is never really the star of the game. They have this Tinker, he's doing a lot of stuff, but he's not a position 1 like we see a lot of times. Like from teams like Na'Vi, usually when they're displaying Tinker, he is the only core that matters, and that's not the case for Mineski. So I feel like they're gonna be able to get the benefits of Tinker without relying so much.
They're gonna try to go here into Jabs. They have the heroes. Did they get the tether slow? I don't think so, but Jabs is taking a ton of damage, and they have to realize that against the Sandmage Mix Assassin. Okay, one more Storm Hammer coming onto Tim's. But Jabs, you don't want to get too close to it. They're actually going to charge under the tier 1 tower for this with the Orb of Venom. And of course, with Tim's giving him that extra movement speed.
Oh,
one
the
more hit.
Yes,
it will be enough. And Mushi cannot do anything. Ninja Boogie's going to come here as well to get a 1-for-3-7. Tim's does not have any more regen. And this should be another kill. They have the Mango for the stun, but Tim's will end up dying to the creep wave. So meanwhile, Tim's did get the TP out, I think. Yeah, he TP'd straight to the bottom lane. And alright, 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, I like this lane configuration. You always want to pressure the Sven. He already burned through his clarity. He's gonna have to Mango soon. I feel like that's a good way of playing. Usually you see the aggro try with the carry.
Oh, that thought. But now he bottom lane. Ice is about to fall here one more time if they can find one more hit. One more hit.
Top as well.
26 HP. Back to the top. Chasing after Sam H. Stuck inside the kinetic field. They need one more right click each side. Popping the stick charges. He could actually still get up. And never mind. Ninja Boogie will get the kill. They club him to death and cut him up. Down goes Nyx. So, a lot of skirmishes this time compared to the 2 games earlier on.
I feel like it's necessary. You don't want that Sven to start farming because when Tinker is pushing all lanes and Sven has freedom to farm both jungles and just get massive, you're not gonna have a good time. Like Raven did a great job last game, but he didn't have a terrible carry matchup. This time, he's pretty terrible. 8 picking Terrorblade and facing a Sven.
Maybe we shall see, right? I mean, if Terrorblade gets really fat, if you can't cleave him down in time, he can always pull up for the last minute Sunder. You know, it's just one of those spells.
Yeah, you do have the IO. You do have the IO to
relocate.
Hold Terror a little bit, and you, and you also have Sunder. So Sunder is always that Sven almost killing you, and then you Sunder kill him. Sven doesn't want to build Lincolns, so if you force him to go for it, it's a win.
I also feel like with the defensive relocates, because usually as a Sven you want to like be able to quickly burst heroes down with your overwhelming physical damage, and if that doesn't happen, a defensive relocate can easily handle that. Not so much with the tether heal though. And okay, so far 3-1 things have kind of quietened down a bit. Ice is still doing okay, you know, he's level 3, he has 8 and 2 CS. Nyx Assassin's on 6 and 2. Both are doing alright.
I'm surprised to how much S Raven. Oh. They have meta. They could get this kill.
Yeah, they could. Gonna try and block him off with Thunderclap. They have a Mango as well. One more Mango, in fact. Kinetic Field will chop him off. And, okay. Timely defensive.
He didn't went for meta.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to waste it, because with Drunken Brawler, you really never know if you get too many misses. Obviously, with Drunken Haze. But, okay. So far, pretty quiet. Middle lane, we haven't talked about that too much yet, because, you know, Zeus picked up his bot already. Hold on, a charge onto the Disruptor, but never mind. An Invis Ring for Cuckoo. I'm surprised they haven't attempted to try and gank this Tinker. They actually let the Tinker get quite a lot out of this lane. And he's going to be able to build into BOTs quite fast.
Yeah, I feel like they're just, they know that Disruptor is gonna do someone. Even though Spirit Breaker is pretty good against... Even though Spirit Breaker is pretty good against Tinker, if he lasers you, you're not gonna be able to have those bashes, right? He has level 3, oh, charge!
Oh dear, Kinetic Field won't be there. They could actually chase this, but Tinker, he's gonna try to get the trade. Ooh! Oh! Level 3 and 2, the bash from 1437!
Send you beyond this plane.
You don't spell 17%? Alright. Easy kill. The turnaround though, and this way, you know, at least Tinker gets some gold. What did he buy? He actually... Yeah, what did he buy? Oh, he actually bought a bottle. Okay, I thought he was going for the, you know, BOT's rush. Oh, he cancelled his TP!
Is under attack.
Yeah.
Lots of wasted time. Bottom lane, they're gonna charge again for the Brewmaster. Can't get in time for the reflection.
They're forcing this tower here.
I mean, I guess that TP was made in China, because it did not work out for Tinker at all. And anyways, bottom, you know, bottom is still very intense. Like, they're putting a ton of pressure here into Brewmaster, but he's still gonna get a pretty timely level 6. Same for Nyx Assassin, but he is behind in terms of EXP.
Yeah, they try lane for a little bit, so that's quite expected. But Nyx is also getting, I mean, quite a bit of CS. Man, now kind of afraid in the nighttime. Hopefully he has Bloodlust to work with, so...
The reflection and the charge. Can 1437 get himself one more bash? The taunt again. He's like, see ya later. Bye. Next time, they have the shrine to go back to as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, one thing that a lot of people don't notice is that the clap, how's it called?
The thunderclap?
Yeah, the thunderclap slows attack speed. So it actually slows attack speed by a lot. So it's a pretty good hero against Terrorblade.
Hold on, Nana could actually end up dying here. Zeus is on the way. They have the kinetic field. Trying to go for the turnaround kill again onto Tims. He has the laser. Popping the stick charges. He's gonna be okay. But never mind, the right click out from Tims. And now can they get the kill here? Jab's gonna find 1437. Could actually find Tims as well. He needs to... Oh, the crit? What? And now Cuckoo, he wants to get the zap here into Jabs. Chasing after him, but he will salve up. Yeah, this crit is stupidly strong. 230% damage.
Yeah, and they're actually being super lucky. All these fights, it feels like Mineski is always warding during the fights to get more vision, but Zeus already took 2 wards down in a spam of like 2 or 3 minutes. So that's one of the benefits of Zeus you usually don't talk about. Ability to take wards. These top tier teams, they always ward during team fights so that they can always go for those kills. And Zeus kind of messes with that quite a lot.
And he's a good hero, like you said, for controlling vision. I'm waiting for some of those global ganks, because one thing we also haven't mentioned yet is when Nyx gets level 6, with Thunder God's Wrath, Zeus is always going to be able to provide an assist, or Sam H can give the kill to the Zeus, which means he gets, you know, extra kill here and there, pretty much like an invoker in that aspect.
Yeah. That's true. And Zeus is doing quite well. I had Tinker, which is good. And curious to see when they're going. When they're gonna go with the... Oh, actually they're going with the Vendetta gank right.
They're eyeing Nana and they want Nana.
There's a... Oh yeah, they saw him.
Yeah, they have a sentry. Creeps, Sam H. Alright, so they're gonna have to try and figure out where the sentry is.
Oh,
Charge is
charge.
still coming in. They want to commit for this. With the lightning bolt, they could get the slow out here. Sam H has already gone under the tower. They're going to try and chase. Kinetic Field to trap him in place. Traps one. Carapace is there. Starting up to take a double impale. Beautiful stuff here from Sam H. And he's going to find Ninja Book. They try to turn around for the Zeus here. Mushi's in for the party as well. Spawnbot Hammer and the Drunken Haze. Goodbye, Zeus. Broken. There goes my brother. And I hear a Sunder being used. What? Okay, never mind. I heard that wrong. But Jabs ends up going down to Tim's. They have a primal split. They could actually end up going here for Raven. Never mind, Mushi's just going to end up clearing this double stack of ancient creeps.
Yeah, it's quite rare to see us man rotating, but they kills Zeus because of
Charge away.
quite mindful
Dire's
of
middle
Mushi.
tower
Nice.
is under attack.
I mean, Sam H could still end up going to a regen rune, or even TN. Yeah, 1 for 3-7 could pick that up. Oh, casual regen rune just waiting.
And you know what? I really like Raven. He TPs to the top lane. He sees that everyone is like in the mission area. And oh, okay. I thought he was gonna pressure the tower, but anyways, he can farm this area kind of a contested since everyone spent TP. That's always good as a. And they think.
Yeah, like you said, now he's pushing this tower top. He's trying to put some pressure onto it. They do get the Tinker snipe again, and we already mentioned from the draft, this is an extremely hard Tinker game. Look at all those counter picks, and Tim's not like this. Oh, the tether away. Never mind the glimpse.
Oh, there was one.
Yeah, he was dead anyways. If he got away from that, that was like, I don't know, one super MVP play. And almost a blink dagger up for Ice Ice Size. They want to try and go for a trade of their own. They know Sam H is there, who's now showing his face on around the tier 1 tower.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Pretty much gonna trade towers. There's no TP ready for
Radiant
Raven.
structures are fortified.
Maybe for relocate. But they don't have relocate.
Dire's top tower
That's gonna
has
be a
fallen.
trade of tower.
Radiant's bottom
Alright,
tower is
so
under
8 to
attack.
6, and 9 minutes in. They should be able to get this tower. Popping the God Strength for this, huge commitment. I see a charge coming in from 1437.
Dire's middle
They
tower
pass by an
is
Invis Rune as well. Boogie will actually get the stun in the nick of time. Cuckoo will get the Invis Rune.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But behind the tier 1
Radiant's
tower,
bottom
Sam
tower
H looking
has
for the
fallen.
stun. And getting the impale. Never mind, nice sidestep from Nana, but the lightning is coming out. You cannot run from heaven. Chase, and down you go, getting 1 kill. Primal Split's gonna be used, trying to find Tim's at least. Cycling up 1 into the air. They want to try and get the kill here. They do get the stun. Tim's will end up going down. 1 kill here for Ninja Boogie. Trying to chase after Cuckoo to Arc Lightning, and Cuckoo will find it. Maybe thinking about going here with Sam H. Might even be able to get the 2nd kill as well. Cycling up into the air into the Zeus. Ice. Thunderclap gets 1 kill. Charge is now coming in from the back. 1437 and together with Cuckoo. Can they actually get the trades here? Thunderclap is still on cooldown for a bit. Here comes Mushi. Stormbot Hammer. Only into 1437. Oh, the taunt away. Never mind. You cannot taunt him like that. Not like that. Cuckoo gets the double. And Mushi will have to back off. He doesn't want to be anywhere near that. And while that was happening, Raven just free farming the top lane. Easy.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of farm. Considering he was against a Brewmaster, I'm quite impressed of Wolf Farm right now. And he went for the early Hood of Defiance, huh? You rarely see that. And so much burst magic. He can farm the jungle without losing any HP now as well. So that's the bonus.
Alright, so he's gonna clear this big ancient stack. Oh, EXP. Craigasm. Yeah, easy for Mushi. Blink Dagger almost up as well. There's a shrine they can use. And Tinker needs to try and farm this up. Sam H is just kind of lurking around. He has eyes on Nana to help provide a charge. vision if he needs to. But he's just gonna go back to the middle lane. And
Okay, smoking from TNC.
yeah, they want to try and invade together with Cuckoo. Invasion of privacy, and middle lane is the target. Looking for the charge onto Nana. They're gonna dive the tier 1 for this. TNC, hello, welcome to C Dota, because C ganks behind tier 1 towers are perfectly normal. Stormbot Hammer comes in, Cuckoo goes down. 1437. Static Storm trapping them both. Do they have enough damage? Never mind with the lasers. Mushi gets a double. Probably gonna find the third. The glimpse back, and they will give this away. Yep, Ninja Boogie actually takes it. So 3-4-0. Big team fight there from Mineski, and a huge overcommitment there for TNC.
Yeah, they didn't know about the Ice Blink Dagger, so when they were diving, Ice blinks on Zeus, and he didn't have range to cast his spells, and he never ulted, never used the Lightning Bolt. He didn't kill anyone. That was so unfortunate. 100%, 100 move speed Zeus trying to land his spells felt pretty bad. They didn't have relocate as well, but maybe they were just overstepped their.
Whew. So just like that, this game after that, you know, the Gold Swing just went straight down. 3 heroes, and whatever narrow advantage the TNC had is now Mineski's, and you don't want to give that away, especially as to a Sven. Because Sven, you know, he has like an inbuilt Battle Fury, right? He's supposed to have the net worth advantage because he can farm up so quick. But what do you think? Like, we haven't seen Terrorblade really do anything yet. I know you said he picked up the hood, but would you not prefer a Dragon Lance on this hero, since it does give you extra survivability?
I mean, I'm not gonna discuss with Raven. He plays a lot of Terrorblade, but if I was playing, I would probably go for the Dragonlance. There's a lot of burst damage though. It's 300 damage from the Thunderclap, a lot of damage from the Thunder Strike. There's like Ignite, the Stormbolt. I can see why he's going for it, but yeah, I don't know. There's 2 Blink Daggers on Mineski now, and TNC just farms passively. Gonna get ganked. See Mineski smoking right now.
Did they see the smoke? I saw the pings come out. They seem to have known about the Mushi smoke coming up. Well, whatever smoke comes out, Ayo is just dead, and he's gonna pick up that bounty rune for his trouble. So consolation prize. Using the Brewlings, they found the Terrorblade all the way inside the trees. Cyclone up into the air. Never mind, the stun is there. Stuns. He's alright. Raven trying to run into the trees, the Clinic Field, trapping into the Static Storm. There will be no Sunder today, sir. Not today. Not today. And Ice. They will find themselves a very big, very big kill.
Yeah, so they didn't commit meta here. I would like to see TNC going for an aggressive play straight after Raven respawns. They're gonna have this Arcane Rune on Zeus as well. So they have. Oh no, they don't have the Arcane Rune.
Need to get out of here. Times like that, you know, if you're Ice, you will miss that, or rather you wish you had a Yule Scepter, I guess, but he's still happy with that.
He's going Midas, dude. That Brewmaster's gonna be buffed.
Much needed as well. And alright.
Yeah, it gets pretty hard for TNC now in my opinion. If they don't start getting kills, start getting map control, because Sven is just way better than Terrorblade. If you're even in farm, or if Sven is ahead, you're gonna have a bad time. He went for this hood that doesn't really address the biggest counter to Terrorblade. I would like to see them going for an aggressive play. There's 50 seconds on Brew Split. Brew Split is the cooldown they have.
I mean, here's the answer that you were asking for, because it looks like they want to try and get this tier 1 tower. But okay, Metamorphosis will be popped as well. I hear a charge. Is it going to come onto the Brewmaster? Doesn't have Primal Split. Going to try and zap him down to get the stun. Can he chain stun down? Then that strike down goes Ice. Kinetic Field only trapping 1 for 3-7. Get the stun up as well. They need the laser. Where's the rocket? Okay, laser will be there. So down goes 1437. Going to chase for one more. The glimpse back. They actually know the next assassin is there. And the march. This will pretty much deter the push long enough. Carapace trapping up Tinker, looking for a stun perhaps. Oh, missing it. The stun. And alright, they will cut down the next assassin. Static Storm's going to be down to Terrorblade. Oh, Reflection coming out, quite a fair bit of damage. And Nyx Assassin is still alive? How is he still alive? No way! Okay, will finally die. And Nana trying to run out from this. Juke under the trees, jabs into tries to score. One more hit, down he goes. 4 heroes dead. TNC have found themselves a big opening. Looking for jabs as well, but this way, 4-for-1 trade.
You know what? March, the reason he went for Hood. He can go for those pushes, and not only he has a little bit of HP regen so that he can back off a little bit and go again, but if he pops the active, he actually withstands so much damage from the March that he as a 1k HP Tower Blade, he can actually attack. If you go Dragonlance, yeah, have 10 strength, that's 200 HP. That's not enough to withstand the March. So I guess that's why he for it, and we saw it working pretty well. He was able to withstand the March early on without like a BKB or something.
Indeed, and I'm surprised that Mineski lost that fight. Actually, no, hold on, I take that back. Not that surprised, because TNC. Oh wait, hold on. They may have found Sam H here. They have the glimpse back.
Yeah, they did.
But I feel like, you know, Sam H, he stayed alive for as long as he did. That was big. It looks like he's about to create more space. Dustin's just expired, but he doesn't have.
He's gonna have another Carapace.
Okay, for the stun. I mean, that's space created, right? That's a lot of space created.
Carapace? Oh, he gets stunned.
Yeah, that's on cooldown. And meanwhile, in the 14:37,
that was pretty good.
It was. He bought like what, 40 seconds of time. Now they get the D ward out from Tim's as well.
And now Ice is out of mana. Okay, they're gonna use the Shrine. Are they going for a smoke here? Yeah, they're going for a smoke straight away. They have the Bruise Split again, so they also know there are 2 heroes dead. And find that Zeus. He's dead.
Oh, hold on, the Wrath of Nature.
Nice ult.
Immediate retreat coming out from Cuckoo. And Mineski will try to make their way quickly to the tier 2 tower to try to find a 1 kill. But no. Good game sense coming out from Cuckoo. It seems like they knew what was gonna happen.
Great. I mean, they wasted a smoke for Thunder's God Wrath. That wait for see. Other heroes are alive. They're gonna have Metamorphosis again. I'm not sure if they wanna go straight up against Mineski when they have Bruise Split. They don't know, but Mushi spent both here. Nice.
And you know, Tinker, he is catching up in net worth. He had a very, very bad lane basically. 1 and 5. Actually, hold on, I'm looking around here. 3 and 6, sorry. Nyx Assassin's 1 and 5.
Still not very good for a Tinker.
Yeah, it's still not very good. So he's gonna catch up though, because he is slowly as you can see, not so slowly, but gently catching up with Zeus and net worth. And with his global farming presence, he's actually gonna scale much better unless the Zeus somehow gets more kills, built into the Aghanims for the Nimbus. Already has the Kaya.
I like his build. I feel like you need 4 staff here, and Kaya is so much value right now. Oh, another. No, what? Oh no, he was just lighting boating here. They find that observable. Oh, they didn't. It's actually Mineski. Didn't find a ward.
Yeah, they don't know about that ward.
Yeah, he did pretty close. Well, anyways, what are they waiting here? They have BKB on Sven. Oh, dude, that's go time. Yeah, that's go time. Yeah,
What are the odds that Cuckoo just presses R and it's like, guys, they smoked up, let's back off. That would be the total disaster.
That's.
I mean, yeah, you have to see, right? They use the scan. They know that there's 1 hero behind that tier 1 tower. But look at the positioning from TNC. They seem to know what's going on, and if they can, they will like to avoid using the Wrath of Nature to discover a smoke. Regen rune. Give it to Mushi. Oh, they might find the Zeus here. Zeus. They're pinging out. Oh, they know the smoke broke. He immediately got out. Never mind. Cuckoo's breaking another smoke. Oh my god. First it was the Wrath. You know, using Wrath of Nature to break smokes is just overrated at this point. Sometimes you need a bit of luck.
Zeus.
Yeah, he just walks in, right? Just walks in, breaks the smoke, and they were like, Nyx Assassin, what's here, guys?
That's not good. They spent 2 smokes in a span of like 2 minutes, and they're not able to use their ults. They're not able to fight early. Sven went for BKB, so he's not farming as I want to have. But I feel like they're gonna go for a push here. The BKB is quite hard for TNC to contest Mushi. So let's see if they're gonna trade towers. Bottom lane. It feels like yeah, he already backpacks.
Alright, so yeah, I think they can do this. They have the charge coming in onto Mushi. Are you sure? Yeah, they can glimpse it back. The Static Storm's going to be used. They found Sam H. That's a Static Storm wasted. But once again, space created from Sam H. He will go down. And here comes the rest of TNC coming in. Big damage being done. Primal Split's going to move out. They're cycling up the root terribly theater. Thunder God's Wrath going to fly out. Can he get the stun into 1 for 3-7? You know, Raven's really big. He's coming big and angry with the Metamorphosis. He's trying to get the trade out here. Lightning Bot and boom! Bash from 1437. 2 for 1 trade. Cycling up into the air one more time. They want to try and get Tims. Can they find him though? Okay, Ice.
Dude, they're gonna Roshan out of this. They're gonna Roshan. Mushi took so much damage he didn't want to BKB. I'm not sure if they're gonna Roshan, but maybe they can take there too. Mushi took so much damage he didn't want to BKB. He was kind of low in HP. He didn't want to risk trying to get back into the fight, and that was pretty unlucky. Mineski, they had such a good power spike there. The B they were pushing. They didn't do tier 2, and TNC ends up ahead when I feel like they shouldn't. It was a great play from the Nyx Assassin, as you said. He just wastes pretty much the Static Storm, and he's creating a lot of space.
Yeah.
Like TM.
Like every single time, he's just gone straight to the back line. He's caused so much distraction that Mineski will overcommit onto him, and they can't ignore the Nyx Assassin as well, because if you leave him alone, he's gonna find a very good impale. He's found great impales, like even earlier on, around this part of the map, where they actually he found a 2-man impale, which pretty much set up the 3 kills, which they got. So, I mean, what do? They have no answer for the Nyx Assassin, and I'm starting to get bad memories on why Nyx Assassin was banned out so much at TI.
Yeah, and he did not get any nerfs, pretty much. Still 5 armor, I guess the changes. Now they're going for no Metamorphosis. They can get this. But the cooldown of Bruce Split is pretty much the cooldown of
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Is it? Hold on, Thunder God Giraffe is 90 seconds. Brewmaster Split is 120. They do get the stun into 1 for 3-7. Looks like they're going to try and get him off. Okay, never mind. Sam H. Alright, Impale. They will find Brewmaster. He has a Primal Split, and then the strike's going to be used. They want to try and chain him down, but the Static Storm's going to come out, zoning them out, and the Primal Split will actually be able to get off. They want to go straight for Tims. They want to bring him down. They have to come back. Who will they find? Alright. Never mind. What the heck? Io is dead to Ice. They know it. They found Raven.
He tethered as he was being sent back, and I feel like he managed to
break it.
Now
hello, BKB. Alright, Mushi. Yeah, you're not running away from this, are you? He's gonna try and chase Cuckoo down. He forced up away, but the right clicks from Raven is just too strong the whole time. Very healthy, top of the net worth, and just like that, you know, it seems like Mineski won the fight, but they lost a core, and TNC lost 2 supports.
Yeah, they did lose tier 1 mid, but I feel like Mineski should be winning these fights more, but it always feels like Nyx Assassin is just bothering them so much that the Disruptor is never able to Static Storm the Terrorblade so that Sven can actually finish it out. And Terrorblade is actually ahead of Sven, something that usually doesn't happen, but Mushi went for that BKB, and Raven, even though he went for the Hood of Defiance first, is farming more than him. So it's gonna be hard, because if you have more farm than Sven as a Terrorblade, you can start kiting him with items like Hurricane Pike or the Scotty that he's getting pretty close to. And then it starts getting pretty hard, especially if you went for this BKB first and the charges start to.
One thing also I think which will be very big next is if Mushi completes their Daedalus. And I'm not so sure about the Scotty thing, but if they find the right jump. I mean, I totally agree with your point about saying the Nyx Assassin is creating so much space. They're wasting the Static Storm when they desperately need it for Raven, because they lack a lot of stuns to control this Terrorblade. I mean, they have their fair share of stuns, but I still feel like they could have used more just to deal with this Terrorblade.
They have control for him with the Bruce Split. Usually SSS is just like lifting him up, so he's not dealing damage, but they're not killing him as well, so that's not the best. I would like to see him maybe lifting the Zeus and killing Terrorblade, but they never are able, as you said, they're never able to Static Storm
the right targets. So Mushi's actually going for a quick assault Cuirass next after the Crystallis, and okay, I think this is good because he's holding on to see whether they need the Bloodthorn. The assault Cuirass can help the team in general.
Terrorblade is not going for BKB, at least it feels like right now, so it's always a good item. They don't have any dispels on the side of C, no carbs. Always a good idea. Always good to be able to go so, especially because in the late game Sven starts lacking mana. There's this Nyx Assassin just mana burning you. mana region.
So now we're gonna see things quieten down a bit. You know, they want to build them to the next items, and tier 2 tower still standing middle lane for TNC, so they don't have to worry like Mineski, who don't have a tier 2 tower. And if they lose one more team fight, this way TNC can just push down the middle. And we all have seen what a Terrorblade can do, how fast he sieges. He already has the Eye of Skadi complete. Skadoosh. Now they want to smoke up, I think. They are waiting. They use the scan.
Are scanning.
We haven't actually seen a
They have
relocate,
a
have we?
pipe. Yeah, they're actually right. We didn't see any relocates. They're usually fighting as 5 from the beginning, which is good when you're facing the likes of Sven. Sometimes the relocate is just not fast enough to follow up because it's just gonna burst anyone. But now they have to prove it once.
Could be a bit rough. Cuckoo in this rune about to expire, went back into the Ether Lens. I mean, at this point, it's more about playing around the Terrorblade, right? Even Zeus at this, he didn't go for a Midas or anything, so he can't really scale to the late game. But if he gets level 25, you know, that plus 170 arc lightning damage is going to start doing a lot of work. You know, this talent is great against Mega Creeps as well. So, this is a hero which doesn't really need that many items, but it is going to do quite a lot with levels.
I like the cast range talent too,
Okay.
honestly. Because you can force step your allies from super far away. Can also use Lightning Bolt to cancel, especially when you don't have Aghanim Scepter.
Ooh, they broke the smoke. Immediate blink out. Yeah, they were paying attention to that. And now immediately, look at Mineski running all the way to the high ground of Flip. Thunder God's Wrath going to be used. And because they're on the other side, you know, scouting Thunder God's
Are
Wrath,
scanning.
they're still going for it apparently. Yeah, they want to go. They want to fight? Never mind, they're just going to push out the middle wave. And this way, Mineski would just dodge this. They don't feel confident of fighting into this very, very strong Terrorblade.
Yeah, it's quite risky because they don't have buybacks on both carriers. Terrorblade. Oh, actually, yeah, he's farming his now. But when they finished Kari, they didn't have. Dude, this Terrorblade's farming so fast. Right. I feel like the problem with Mineski is that Tinker is such a hungry hero, right? He gets so many resources from the map that Mushi, even if he wants to, can't farm in the same speed as Terrorblade since he has a Zeus. Zeus farm is way.
Oh, they get a stun immediately, gonna tear apart Cuckoo! And that was the buzzer for his death. Tims actually did try for the defensive relocate.
Be wasted.
I think he's gonna try for the TP trick out.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's dead now. He's gonna accept his fate. 2 kills at last, and they will go for more. Cyclone up, they found the Terrorblade. This could be a disaster if they can change the stuns. Perfect. Static Storm's gonna be thrown out as well. Looking for the charge. 3-man Impale coming up from Sam H, keeping Raven alive. Tims and Cuckoo will buy back. They will turn this around. Multiple right clicks. Down goes Ice. And now they're going for more. Tims bringing down jabs. Raven with the double. They will try to find Mushi. Blink forward to the north, but no. Sam H once again with those plays. Using the spell shield. They want a courier snipe. It only cost them 2 buybacks.
Roshan. After those buybacks, they won Roshan. Or some buybacks from Mineski, but the only hero that has is Brewmaster and he already split, so gonna be an easier one.
Man, this is amazing stuff coming out. TNC, I mean, the Zeus buyback isn't exactly the biggest loss right there. And if they get the Aegis away, giving it to Cuckoo, maybe, you know, this is pretty big. And TNC, they have the tools to break another tier 2. Once again, Sam H, the MVP, the MV mother trucking P right there, man.
Dude, Io's level 15. He has X. Zeus doesn't need to farm X
Scepter
because
bonus.
he can just tether.
Oh.
Yeah, tether Zeus. He uses the ult, whatever. Then you wait the cooldown and do it again.
You could use it on the Nyx as well. Super
He was
long.
burrowed during that Roshan.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, but he doesn't have an axe. And then now that you reminded me, okay, get the Carapace. The relocate's coming in right on top of Moon. Are you afraid of the dark? You should be. So just like that, they get themselves a very nice pick-off.
We see a line here, owned by play.
What is happening here, Bowie? I mean, we're gonna see some great stuff coming out. I mean, we talk. You know, people always mention 7.07, making Dota fun. I don't know. I feel like IO eggs, TNC are onto something here.
it's just I was like, I mean, eggs is so good. Why is Zeus keeping it? But then I remembered I actually give you eggs, and it's good because he can itemize with more damage, more range with the Aether Lance, and still has the eggs anyway.
And now it feels like Mineski are on the back foot. The advantage does go the way of TNC now, and their gold graph is so erratic.
Dire's bottom
And
tower is under
despite
attack.
having all these spells, these team fight spells, they are so worried because TNC are beating them in a draft which is supposed to be played to their
Dire's
advantage.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is. I'm not gonna blame Nana here, but this is just the effect of Tinker in general. He gets so much resources from the map, and I feel like in the normal games, then definitely. But Mushi just doesn't have many places to farm, and he's also afraid of that Spirit Breaker, the relocate, so he's not playing as a normal champion. Oh, okay, Invis Rune.
It's very difficult for them
They
to
don't
try and
have
make
any-
anything happen
Dire's
here. You know,
bottom
Tinker has the
tower
eggs,
is under
so maybe if they pick the right kind of fight, you know, then that's
Dire's
big for
bottom
them. But
tower has
they
fallen.
haven't been able to
Radiant
control the
are
vision as they
scanning.
would have liked. Mushi's still hiding. They don't have vision
Yeah.
as well. I don't think they. Oh, this could be big because they don't know about this.
But they have BKB on
Primal
top.
Split's gonna be used, jumping straight to the back, but the Blink Juke. Raven's gonna try and man fight Mushi, but the Nether Strike's gonna be used onto Mushi, and he will have to run away from this. Samich will get glimpse back. They have a sentry there, but will Samich end up going down? No, no, no. Raven says, I'm gonna fight. Come on, fight me. That's right, we go for the Earth Rulings, and looks like they might end up dying here. Can they take care of the Fire Spirit first? Yes, they can. And now they can take care of the Earth Ruling. Down it goes, never missing the stun just barely. And Ice has with the Blink out. They found a lightning bolt as
Oh,
well.
the power
Can
staff.
make his way to the time in the shrine. Nope. Down he goes. Raven will pick that up. And just like that,
Dude,
they
this
can.
is terrible.
Oh, they can go high ground. There's no primal split, no god strength.
Yeah. No BKB. They have buyback on
have
Brew,
Aegis.
but doesn't really
The charger's
matter.
coming in just to buy some space. Look at Raven go to work on this tower like a Lego block. Stun comes out. Down goes Zeus. Instant buyback from the Brewmaster. They have to try and fight this, but look at the Tinker. If the Tinker dies here, this could be it. Never mind. Oh, one more
Where's
hit.
the Nimbus? Where's the
Lasers,
Nimbus?
man. Lasers. Sam H gonna be still kept alive by the Tims. Now they get one stun onto Cuckoo. Charges coming in. The Static Storm comes out, but pushing them out. Oh dear. Looking for the lasers. Never mind. Raven's gonna hold his ground. He can't even get the Thunder Rub almost. And he will end up dying. And Mineski hold the high ground. Sam H, do they have a stun? Do they have anything? Looking for it. No, the Stormbolt Hammer's not gonna be there. And neither does Ninja Boogie have the cast range. It's gonna cost them 2 for 1, which was the Brewmaster buyback.
I don't know, dude. I feel like they overplayed their cards here. They wanted to zone everyone so that Raven could attack the tower, but there was no God Strength. But Brewmaster was dead anyways. Yeah, they had the Aegis, but you know, Zeus is not the hero that really soaks a lot of damage, so they just like thrown the Aegis away. Zeus was badly positioned. At the same time, they don't want to tether Zeus so that he can use Nimbus. They want to save Terrorblade. And at the end of the day, I'm not sure they're gonna have to buy back on Raven, but they give Mineski time to breathe. Mineski is a great team, dude. You don't want to give that to...
Fallen.
But here we are, I mean 35 minutes in. TNC and Mineski is still neck for neck, fighting for a clear advantage in this game. It just feels like Mineski have not been as dominant, seeing as, you know, it was the same against Fnatic as well. They were 2-0 up but lost 3-2. And now here we are again, against another C team, TNC, and they're struggling 1-1.
One thing to point out is that Tinker went BKB. You rarely see that. He feels... There's no
has no
real
choice.
way to give it those here.
I mean, he has no choice, right? Because with all these lockdown spells, even with the Nyx Assassin as well, you need to go for the BKB. So, much needed item. Actually, he looks like he makes a hunter down here. There was an Arcane Rune popping in. He's gonna try and blink out. He needs to blink out one more time. The laser's gonna fly out with the lasers. Can he get it up? Oh dear. He's actually gonna escape from this. Looking for a turnaround. Wow, Nana getting
he's in the
tipped.
lane. He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
Blink away. They're trying to save him. They can save him. The Drunken Haze is going to be there. They're going to pop Primal Split for this. Has TNC just overextended. Mushi taking care of Cuckoo. They're going to find the third. The Glimpse back. And they will find 1437. Savage looking for the one kill. It will be the Nana snipe. Never mind. Oh dear. Static Storm's going to be thrown down. Savage going to blink all the way to the north. All the way inside the trees. They're going to try to look for him. And all these wards, they cannot find the Nyx Assassin.
They baited that Tinker so hard. Everyone was trying to kill him, and
Dire's middle tower is under
they
attack.
were able to they had no vision of other heroes, so they felt like that was a free kill when that was not. And now there's Mushi's man with BKB ready to attack this tower. Terrorblade is going for some sort of play here. Let's see if they can trade towers.
He's gonna try and force them back. Look at that tier 3 tower. He has a double damage. Yeah, they're gonna give that away. Fortification's gonna be forced out. Tinker will buy back, so at least he can take care of the lasers. Never mind, staying away from the illusions. The illusions still do pretty decent damage. Oh dear, immediate buyback. What can they do? Spellbreaker's gonna try and keep them in place. Raven BKB will TP back. And over the back, alright, Mushi just crits down 1 for 3-7. It will be a Rax for Rax trade.
Has fallen.
Immediate get out there.
That was a great outcome considering how much TNC overstepped their boundaries there.
Indeed. And Mineski will actually have a 5,000 gold advantage. For the first time in this game, someone has a big advantage. Or slightly bigger advantage, I think.
Okay, now this game is hyped, dude. It's anyone's game. They have 2 tier 2s on the side of TNC, so that's good for them. They really need to keep an eye on this tier 2, so that's hard for Mineski to punish them.
No,
if they die like that, Sven can.
Bowie, I disagree, man. This game, you were saying it was Mineski's from the beginning, man. you don't change. You don't take that back. I was saying TNC actually will take this. You know, I'm like Team TNC, you're Team Mineski right there, so this is like civil war between the casters, right? Oh.
I would like to see more Nimbus being used. We saw that one when they started chasing Tinker, but they
Smart money.
quite a lot.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now going for Lincoln Sphere on Zeus, Terrorblade going. I really like the Hurricane Pike choice.
Oh, they're gonna chase here. The charge, the glimpse back. They're gonna try and save the Zeus. Wow, 1-2. Down he goes. Can they kill Raven? They pop the BKB. They have to kill the Terrorblade. Kill the Terrorblade. Never mind, they want to go straight for Tim's first instead. 1-2. He also goes down. Mushi with the double. The Impale onto 3. BKB up from Nana. Can he go and try and get a couple of kills here? They are looking for the Cyclone up into the air. Have they found the Terrorblade? There is no buyback on Zeus or Ayo. This could be it. The Stormbolt Hammer flies in. Can they kill Raven? He has a Sunder. The chain stuns. Can he do it? Once again, the triple stuns! Oh no, Mushi's dead! And once again, Sam H with the plays. Alright, there we go. An immediate TP out from Nana. Mineski overstepped their boundaries one more time. Sam H, the hero of the day. They will find the Brewmaster as well. Brew gonna get stunned up. Sam God, right there, man. Sam God. How many times did he get 3-man impales?
Oh, they're gonna find jabs as well. He has no TP. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, what a disaster.
Kill for Raven. Roshan is up. No buyback on 2 heroes for Mineski. But I'm not even sure if they go Roshan. With Ayo being ready, maybe he can heal the Terrorblade and they can take bottom lane. Maybe they just force buybacks and then go Roshan. There's a lot of plays they on the belt.
Nana's trying to cut the creep wave, but this creep will die. And it's okay, you know, another creep wave is on the way. Oh wow, you talked about saying that this game is so hype it can go anybody's way. I don't think any of us saw that coming. It looked like Mineski had the perfect jump onto TNC.
Yeah. Zeus died with no buyback at the beginning, didn't out, didn't do anything. You know, that BKB dude, it's getting low duration. So there was... TNC probably impaled him at least twice through that fight. And it was a 3 and a 4-man impale. It was crispy. Well done.
Cool. And just like that, TNC, I'm about to take that Aegis. Scan will be used, making sure that Mineski weren't in the way. So, alright, Aegis will be picked up by Raven this game. This is the hero who deserves it. The hero, which is so hard to kill, but then again, that hero was so hard to kill because you had Sam H using for the Carapace, trying to catch him. Oh, won't find the Tinker. Never mind. He's gonna try and blink out the charge. They want to try and find him, but now he's immediately blinked out.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
I'm curious to see whether this man is gonna. Yeah, so he goes for the butterfly. Okay. It's harder to kill.
It is, and
but no buyback.
And this is why I said, like, as Sven, you probably would have wanted the Bloodthorn. That extra damage probably could have helped out a lot, especially for enabling your team. But now, you know, you have to ask yourself, if you're Mushi, which item do you get rid of to go into an MKB? And you still want to pick up travels.
I'm not even sure he's going MKB this. I feel like he can't. He just finished that butterfly, so he's not really getting ripped off Assault Cuirass or Daedalus or BKB. Maybe if he just go bootless, he has Bloodlust, but even then I feel like he won't be able to get him.
Man. Yeah, I can see that happening, but the thing, okay, with the butterfly, it will help out just a tiny bit. I don't know, I'm so skeptical on this right now, like I don't even know what to say because this game is so hard to itemize, this game is so hard to play at the moment. It's so intense. We have 42 minutes in. This is our closest game of this entire series thus far. And this is the deciding game. Don't forget guys, it's only a best of 3, not a best of 5. Only one team will emerge victorious here from this game.
Dire's top shrine is under
That's
attack.
true. And now they have this tier 2, the tier 2 top. So you're ignoring it, going now toward the bottom lane.
They are smoked up, going in for the quick stun. They find the Spirit Breaker, won't even need the God Strength. And without 1437 for 70 seconds, the Courier Snipe. Alright, Ayo makes something happen. Samage will TP out, and this way Mineski, have they found an opening? That's the question, but their tier 2 towers still standing despite having the Aegis.
Top shrine is under attack.
Nah, they didn't. They're just buying time, and they used the smoke for that. And they just got Roshan. I feel like that's not enough. TNC will be able to wait 50 seconds and go again. Unless they get another pick. But TNC plays well. Just play conservatively. They should be able to get everyone alive and go straight up the bottom lane.
Alright.
No smoke. This is tough. Mineski, I don't know what he can do.
It's very hard to decide for smoke ganks. Let's take a look at general itemization, like between everybody. You know, Jabs is missing some items. Ninja Boogie doesn't have items as well. He did go for the pipe. And I don't know, it's very difficult to play this game as a disruptor as well because of how much Sam H is doing. And you've got a very tanky hero like 143.7 who now has the cheese and a halberd, which means that Sven is going to have an extremely tough time.
Yeah.
I mean, this game...
the halberd is a great pick.
Is it? Okay, yeah.
Especially with the BKB being so...
Yeah, you can't dispel it anymore, right? Yeah. So... I don't know, even like Brewmaster this game, you see... Usually you would like him to go into that Radiance, which he usually goes for, but in this case he might need to go for a Hex after the BKB if we even get there. But the smoke gank coming out, smoke rotation, this would be perfect. They have a double damage as well on Terrorblade. This could be the last team fight.
Oh my god. This is gonna be painful.
Flank maneuvers coming in, Samage, he has been spotted out. They find him. Raven, they want to go, where's the charge going on? Going straight to the back line, they want to try and isolate Mushi, but Raven would just tear apart Jabs. Can they kill him off? The Primal Split's gonna be used. Raven with the double damage and the Illusion's gonna chase. 1437. The miss. Mushi can't kill him. Miss. The cheese is gonna be popped, cycloned up into the air. They know which one is the real Terrorblade. But it's okay. We're gonna try and hunt him down. Can they do it though? Tinker needs to come back in. Mushi's gonna will finally bring down 1437. Raven popping the BKB. Mushi will probably end up dying here. Wants to kill Tims, but Tims will actually get out. Oh my god. And Raven will destroy Mushi as well. 3-4-1. And TNC have just
the only luck for Mineski is the creep wave. The creep wave and the tier 2. Everyone was positioned top exactly because of it. Now they probably won't be able to use Metamorphosis to the tower, but I feel like they can just go in without meta. And Mineski's gonna be forced to buy back Sven. And 40 seconds for Godstrap. This feels...
Aegis just expired, but I don't think they care. They're going straight to the tier 3 tower. Mineski needs to hold. They need the Tinker to make some serious defensive plays here. Laser missiles coming out. Nimbus to try, but alright. Good attempt. Ice is popping the BKB with the Drunken Hate coming going into Raven lasers, but the Thunder comes out. Alright, and just like that, Mineski still hold, and this game will continue to drag on even longer. This continues, but the bright side is, you know, Mineski didn't have to use the Mushi buyback.
Yeah, he's maxed out though, so it doesn't change all that much. But the real thing is gonna be the next rope shot. Pressure shard on Terrorblade, dude. That's pretty good. I'm gonna tell you that. double BKB, double Metamorphosis, so it doesn't matter if you fight like they did outside of the base.
Oh, Thunder God's Wrath, they want to get the stun here, they actually find the Impale. The real kid's coming in, Tinker's actually going to end up dying here. Their BKB will be for absolutely nothing. He has buyback, but still, that was a relocate used. Very, very worth it. Good stuff coming out here from TNC.
They're gonna go. They're gonna force buyback at least.
Indeed. So Tinker's nightmare game. Nana had some sick plays earlier on. He's farmed up, but I'm not sure at this point what else he can do.
Is under attack.
Probably wishes he had that Hex instead of the Shiva's Guard.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you want the like more AoE damage to destroy the TB illusions, slow him down a little bit, but it's a tough game. Okay, tower, not lost it.
And Raven can just hit the tower. Look at that tower fall. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
The tower red. Look at the red.
Going into the backline one more time. He still has the primal split. Raven, he's just gonna hold his ground, looking for the nether strike. They might even actually be able to kill Brewmaster off here. Never mind. Now he gets the primal split off, trying to push this all the way to the max. The buyback for the Tinker will come out, and TNC would try to disengage together, but they want to try and get this out. Shiva's God, maybe? Never mind. Going to Glimpse back. They have found one. It will be 1437, and he will actually die. TNC will just back out of here, but Cuckoo's still hanging around. Looks like they want to find their Brewmaster Panda. The split is about to expire in just a bit. They have the blink stun if they're going to use it, but never mind. Immediate blink up from my size, and TNC will be happy with just getting a tier 3 tower and a buyback out from Nana at least.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
There was no God Strength, but the Metamorphosis is ending, and they don't want to push their luck. Both teams push pretty hard, so if you
Dire's bottom shrine
just overextend. I mean, after all, this is a final, right? This decide. See, they're struggling so much to get a finally go for a major or a minor. They really want this, playing, respecting Mineski as they deserve.
And once again, that gold graph just going back in favor of TNC. I mean, I know usually at this point gold isn't usually that big of a factor. Roshan will be up in 2 minutes. But still, the way this game has been, so intense, dude. And Bowie, what a game theory. Like, right now, I can't even tell who has the advantage, even though TNC have the slight edge.
Yeah, TNC has the map advantage, but it's anyone's game. TNC disrespects Mineski. If suddenly that Sven gets a 3-man Stormbolt, they can just force buybacks and the game is even. He actually didn't went for the Stormhammer dispels enemies. He went for lifesteal, which is, I mean, you don't need to get a lifesteal item on Sven, but as you said, it feels like without MKB, he's struggling to, you know, look like that Sven that jumps and gets a kill straight away. He has 14 kills, but he doesn't feel that dominant. Would you agree with me?
I totally agree with you there, which is why I said that maybe he went for the Assault Cuirass first, so that the Crystalist, at least you could try to upgrade it into a Bloodthorn. So this way you kind of enable everyone else, and you just want the utility silence as well onto the Terrorblade. Like, you know, BKB cooldown, so BKB durations are extremely short right now. 5 seconds, you could have waited that out, instead of going for a full commitment fight. So, I don't know, I mean, it's always up for debate, and it's just us casters speculating, but I know, I still hold my opinion on that. So TNC, they're just going to play around this next Roshan, which will be up in 30 seconds. And Mineski trying to Glimmer Cape in, looking to scout things out. Both teams are perfectly aware of what's happening. You know, the bright side is Tinker can pretty much push off the wave. But Mushi,
yeah,
go wait in.
I'm a big fan of the level 2 travels in these late game situations. It's pretty good for teams.
Getting a stun up.
He can make it.
Oh dear, BKB up on the Brewmaster already, not like this. And without, they don't know about the BKB being popped.
Now
like
Roshan's gonna spawn. Ah, they don't know, okay. But Roshan's gonna spawn, let's see which team's gonna find it out first.
But Sam H, she spots a double damage bottom lane, they're picking it out as well. If Raven picks this up, this could be the Rune of Destiny here for the Terrorblade.
Oh man.
Oh, they're going that way.
Raven.
Oh dear, do they know the Tinker? Can they find the Tinker? Never mind, they're going for a loop around. Look to Sam H to make the big plays again. Well, this is the perfect loop around. They will use the Primal Split to show cooldown and Wrath of Nature. So Thunder God's Wrath will be used. And they got the double stun once again. Goodbye, Jabs. Hello. And the Primal Split is just about to expire. 1437 will find one kill. Carapet's going to be used. And they're happy with what they got already. It looks like they will actually find the Primal Split. Win the Storm Panda at least. And just like that.
Are they going for Roshan or not?
They will.
Yeah,
they will.
Roshan.
They have to.
437 pings it. So yeah, this game's gonna be slow because they're gonna get Roshan, Metamorphosis is gonna be down, but wait a minute. Yeah, maybe they forced the buyback.
Refresher shard here, and Mushi just dying like that. I mean, once again, it's just the Sam Hate show. Two supports who cannot save Mushi. Who saves him? Definitely not Ice Ice Ice. Most certainly not the Tinker. And big openings created again by Sam H. This is the Sam H show. And I know for a while people were saying that, no, Sam H, oh no, replace him, but they stuck to their guns. And TNC are looking very strong. Just push out the bottom wave. I think they will try for the bottom lane of Rax, just to balance out the lanes.
Yeah, that would be good. They're already almost losing 1 tier 4 there. And without regen, those tier 4s feel so weak. They're always dying. You even notice it. So yeah, they draw the line. Actually, that's Mushi's going bottom. Hey, Arcane Rune spotted.
Well, this could be pretty big for the Zeus, especially now that he has level 25 talent. Actually went for the cast range instead, like you said. And
he has Octarine. This Zeus is gonna deal a lot of damage.
I'm just looking at Terrorblade's talent, where he has 300 attack range of Metamorphosis, sieging so easily. They will smoke up 3-man smoke. We'll see what they can do. They have the relocate gank as well. Yeah, I think this is what TNC want to try.
Like their position. That's how I wanna play. You leave your big core with the IO, and they can go.
Well, the Global Thunder will be used if they can find Mushi here, getting the Thunderbolt out, looking for the stun. It's gonna miss. BKB out from Mushi immediately.
BKB forced.
They were looking for the relocate as well, but the BKB cooldown is only a minute, so they can still try to play this out very slowly. They have the Tinker to stall the game as long as they can. 53 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. Our deciding game 3. And it doesn't look like it's even going to be close to ending.
I feel like they could go. I'm not sure if it wasn't fog, so I don't know whether they saw BKB being used. But they have BKB on Terrorblade, they have even Moonshard on. He's gonna melt those structures. There's Glyph, so they don't want to go super deep. They want to force it.
Cycling up in the air, maybe they found the
Brewmaster talent is so annoying.
I know.
He just keeps using it.
Minus 65 seconds, you know. By the time it's expired,
15-second cooldown.
Yeah, and by the time Primal Split's done, you know, you have just like 20 seconds left. You just wait. He has been using that continuously. And it's off cooldown again. Just
That's pretty hard to do.
It is, but at this point, you know, the Brewlings don't exactly do that much, I guess. I'm not sure. I mean, he has been doing his best to try and occupy 2 units, but Mushi has just been focused down so quickly every single time. And TNC have made sure that the Brewmaster is not exactly that useful.
Yeah, and you mentioned Mushi. He's going for MKB anyways, so I'm curious to see whether he's gonna give up on Trads, whether he's gonna switch the BKB after he uses it. It's not gonna be great anyways. He's going for the MKB at last. What a advantage.
Yeah, they're trying to split the lanes up so that this way, at least with 3 lanes pushing in, you can see that TNC can probably try to siege this bottom lane of Rax. Panda once again cycled up. He's going for it. He's going to try and get the melee Rax here. Cyclone up again into the air. Mushi has God Strength and BKB. Bloodlust about to expire onto him though. Top lane is getting rat by the Metamorphosis Illusion. And look at Raven go to work. Ice and Side, gonna pop the God Strength here. Go into Raven to get the stun up. But the reflection. Alright, so the defensive relocate out again. They gone straight to the top.
Nice.
Very nicely done. And he's gonna be okay. He has a Sunder. He can Sunder one hero. BKB gonna be popped. You have to use the Sunder onto Mushi. BKB is gonna be popped. And just like that, they just get out. And he's straight back to the bottom lane. They've taken the melee, they've taken the range. 1 lane of Rax down. The Rat Dota is real on a whole new level from TNC. And Mineski have no idea what to do here.
What a play, dude. They don't even use Aegis for that. That was such a good relocate.
Refresher shot. They want to go back for round 2.
They're going again?
They're going again. He popped the refresher shot.
Okay.
And this time he has the
There's
Scotty.
no BKB, no God Strength. That's great.
They get the courier snipe as well. This could be a disaster. Does TNC look to break the curse? They know that there's one hero top, which is Sam H. Ninja Boogie will be there. They want to try and catch at least one hero. Carapace.
I don't know if it's Refresher Shard, honestly. They're not going immediately.
But look at Mushi, his BKB has already been popped. The Gosh Knife is coming off cooldown. But still. Alright, looking for another strike. Over the top lane. Looks like they found Nana one more time. Glimmercape to save this Tinker. Don't forget Tinker. Alright, he has buyback again, but looks like he will find the Tinker kill. Looks like he'll have to immediately buy back from this. But Raven, he's going ham to work here. This will be it. Never mind. With the buyback out from the Tinker, do they actually do this? They have a double damage. Going to the backline. Ice going in against more. Static Storm will not matter because BKB is there from Raven. And TNC are causing Mineski to just panic. Everything being thrown out.
Yeah, did they force anything? Might recap here. Yeah, it was a Tinker buyback. Okay. I mean, TNC is doing fine. I feel like they overplayed their hand using the Refresher Shard without going immediately because they could just win out. Like, there's no cooldowns you can abuse now with Brewmaster split cooldown. Even the BKB and God Strength.
Bowie, can we take a moment to appreciate that Terrorblade is 14,000 gold? And now he buys a Refresher Orb as well. I mean, 9,400 gold. They're trying to charge someone.
That's the best item.
Yeah, Nyx Assassin tried to go there
There's
to the
boots.
Brewmaster.
Why are boots? Where are boots?
Now Assault Cuirass coming out as well. Man, Raven has so many items this game. I mean, this is...
Okay, smoke. Vote for Mineski.
Where do they want to go? That's the question. Nana's still pushing out the wave. Realized that Kaya wasn't doing that much good. And you know, even Mushi with the MKB, he hasn't been able to dish out the deeps like he would like. 14 and 5 with 527 last hits, but last hits don't win you games. Objectives do. Might bump into Sam H, who will actually break another smoke. Where's the gem? Where's the gem? The dust is popped. And Sam H creating so much space, dodging the smoke gang.
Are scanning.
Dude, Mineski didn't have a lot of luck with their smokes during this game. I'm not sure if Sam H is just a god or if they're unlucky, but pretty much every smoke gank they ever went for was either nullified by Sam H or Thunder God's Wrath. That's kind of unfortunate. They had Aghanim Scepter on Disruptor, so they were trying to maybe find Terrorblade and kill him before he's able to pop any of his items. But now they only have the defensive plays. Glyph, they have 1 minute if so. Let's see.
I mean, this is just one of those games, right, where everything that can go wrong does go wrong. And Io's about to hit the level 25 talent, by the way. Tether stuns of 50 health region. A 50 health region is not something to laugh at, dude. It's basically a heart. Almost, right?
That Terrorblade is so unkillable. I feel like he... Oh! Yeah, I feel like he's gonna go for the...
You have to get the character stun up here. They found the Tinker. Oh no, the Tinker dies here. He has no buyback. 2 minutes without the Tinker. This could have been it right there. And they will go for the range tracks. Now they're going to try and stall the push. Promise Smith's going to use to get the chain stuns up. Static Storm's going to be thrown out as well. Can they bring down Raven?
Nice.
Yes, they can. So they do get that one big kill. Nimbus will be thrown out. Terrorblade buys back. He's going to TP straight in, popping the Refresher Orb as well. They want to go back in for round 2 with the Metamorphosis off cooldown. Storm Panda to throw Tim's up into the air one more time. The Ward not going to do anything to take care of it immediately. And this way, Raven just goes to work on the middle lane. Now he'll go straight to the top. Promise Smith's going to be popped as well. Raven going to take their melee barracks. They want to take this. They want to take the Megas. Alright. Can he bring 1437 down? Halberd. Nice charge into 2 heroes. This could be it as Raven does go straight for the objectives. Mushi is dead. Buyback out from Mushi. Raven would take both the melee and the range racks. It's going to be the mega creeps. What can they do? Sammy's looking for the stun, but this time it's going to miss. Not this time. Not every day is Christmas. But it's okay. One bad stun doesn't really negate the rest of the good stuns he's had this game, right? Tier 4 tower is about to fall. 1437 going for the charge again onto Mushi. They need to buy as much time as they can, but they will take the first tier 4 tower. And once again, a double stun coming out. That'll be one more dead without Mushi for 2 minutes. I think Mineski have just end up losing here. TNC, have they just do it? Yes, you can hear the chants. TNC TNC, they will be your C representatives at MDL Macau as they beat out Mineski 2-1. What a series coming out here from TNC, and most definitely what a performance here coming out from Sam H.
They played so well. I mean, congrats to TNC. I mean, I was doubting the Terrorblade, but Raven, Terrorblade, there's a reason people banned that hero so much against him. He farmed very well, and all of his teammates enabled him. Top of the course.
Indeed, man, and there was just so many good plays coming out here, but this was the Sam H story. I mean, we can both agree, right? This was, despite being 1-7, he had 27 assists.
Oh yeah.
This was the Sam H show all and out. Oh, and
he played very well, and I mean, we were doubting that Put of Defiance coming from Raven too, but it helped him in the beginning. They got some early towers, which is quite hard to do as a Terrorblade against Tinker, and they had a game plan that IO do. Usually don't think about IO when we're talking TNC, but you know, Team's proving he's a pretty good IO player.
Indeed. So congratulations to TNC once again. They will have a shot at a $300,000 prize pool at MDL in Macau, and they will also have a shot for fighting for qualifier points. And if you guys have any feedback, or if you enjoyed the cast for both of us, you can find me at Hades.tv. You can find my amazing co-caster at D2Bowie. Any shoutouts, Bowie, before we close the stream?
Oh no, yeah, no shoutouts. Just I'm glad to be a part of this. I mean, casting is so fun. We got some great games today. It was a pleasure, Hads, and thanks everyone from Twitch chat. It was just great.
Yep. So thank you all for tuning in once again. The tags are right there at the top right. Thank you, Bowie, for joining me. Have a good night, everyone, and what a game here on the Beyond the Summit channel. See you guys next time. Have a good night.